Hi, this is Peppa's homemade healthy bakery set in London, and this is our cornbread with no gluten and no dairy. And I will show you the recipe now. We're doing this cornbread with no gluten, no dairy. So what you need for this is very simple. You need a bowl, quite deep, so you can hold all the ingredients. You need maybe a spatula, you can use a wooden spoon. You need a whisk because we have some eggs and some yogurt and milk, which I will explain later. And these are the ingredients that you will need. You are going to need brown flour, which I use the Dove's farm flour, which I think I find the easiest and best to use. And this is the brown one, red brown flour. Polenta, you can use cornmeal, fine cornmeal, or I use, in this case, I like coarse. I like to feel the crunchiness of the polenta. I'm using rapeseed oil, which I find that's the best oil for cooking because it's low in saturated fats, so it makes it the best as a healthy option for an oil. Muscovado sugar, light in this case. I use it. You can avoid it if you're not into sugars, but I like that sweet and sour at the same time in a cornbread. That's my taste. We have corn kernels, and then I made the same quantity but into a paste, and I mix it with chili paste. You can use fresh chili if you want. You have the eggs, you have baking powder and bicarbonate of soda. Again, I use the gluten-free version of the Dove's farm baking powder, which is excellent. I use psyllium husks, which I love. This binds the bread when you use no gluten, and it's the healthiest version of the sandum gum, which you can use, or you can use also linseeds, grounded linseeds as well. Sea salt, and last but not least, we need the plant-based milk. You can use soya, you can use almond milk. If you have allergies, obviously not. You can use oat milk if it's no gluten in there. So any plant-based, but I do recommend you use soya or almond milk. And inside the milk, I added also the unsweetened soya yogurt. You can use coconut yogurt as well if you would like as a no dairy option. And that's all. So now we can get started. We're going to, I said here we have the milk and the yogurt. We're going to add to this the 2 eggs I have here, whole eggs. We're going to add our rapeseed oil. Yeah, there, all of it. And then we just give it a whisk because I want to combine, just combine. You don't have to whisk a lot. The eggs with the yogurt, the milk, the oil. So these are all my wet ingredients, basically, most of them. So now we're going to add everything to our bowl. There we go. Then we are adding our corn. The paste of the corn with the chili we have. Try to use everything, it's good. And then just mix it. You don't have to be very thorough, we just try to mix everything. Yeah. Don't forget that at the end of the recipe, when we take out of the oven, the bread, I will give you all the ingredients. You can find them afterwards. So we have everything, all the wet ingredients, like I said. And now we're going to go to the dry ingredients. So we have our gluten-free brown bread flour from Duck's Farm. We're going to add our polenta. Like I said, it could be fine, it could be coarse like I like it. You're going to add the bicarbonate with the baking soda. Sorry, the baking powder with the bicarbonate of soda, the sea salt, and the sugar if you're using any sugar, and last but not least, the psyllium husks powder cut. So all the ingredients, dry ingredients, are here. You just use a little whisk, a fork, a spoon, whatever you have. You just whisk it quite well. So you want to combine all the dry ingredients as much as you can, everything here. Make sure it's quite well combined. Once you've done all this, then you just put it all at once, doesn't matter, you don't have to do in parts, into the wet ingredients, and slowly you start mixing it. If you go too fast, you might make a little bit of a mess, but it's alright, it's baking, so it's fine. You want to find some flour always around your table, not too much or anything. And then what I do, I just taste it, see if it needs more salt, if you want more sugar. So it's, like I said, sweet and sour, and I think I'm happy with this. So now, like I said, it's very simple, very straightforward. I'm going to put it into a mold and we're going to bake it for around 50 minutes in an oven of 180 degrees. And yeah, I'll show you the results. Okay, so we have our tin ready with the mix. It goes into the oven, like I said, 180 degrees. I'm going to start with 40 minutes. Depends on your oven. You can maybe start, I would say, 30 minutes and check every 10 minutes. But you start always with 30 minutes, and I would say this will take around that 30 to 40 minutes. So this is at the end of 45 minutes, I would say, with an 18 to 20 centimeters baking tray, and it's all the way cooked. How you can check that? You put a knife, a very thin knife or a toothpick, through the middle, and if it comes out dry, there's nothing wet coming stuck to the knife or the toothpick, that means it's done. So usually what I would recommend is that use a rack or a plate, and you just turn it over so it will cool down properly. You can use also baking paper. Yeah, and that's it. We let it cool down until it's cool, and then we can cut it, and I'll show you some ideas how you can serve it or eat it. It's a quick lunch, breakfast, snack. Perfect. So this is our cornbread. I just let it cool down enough to cut it. I cut it in squares. You can cut it in rectangular shapes, slices, but then you'll see it's super nice after we take it from the oven, but also you can warm it up, you can freeze it. It lasts for, I would say, a couple of months in the freezer, and a couple of days obviously in the fridge, but you can warm it up every time you take it, and you can serve it as a snack, as a lunch, quick lunch. You can bake some eggs or fry some eggs, pan fry some chilies with olive oil, serve it with cheese. It's great with everything, olives. So enjoy, and I hope you like the recipe. Thank you.